Disconnected me. I think I heard some disconnect anyway.
No. Yeah, it worked. Nice.
So she only hear Mosh now, right?
Well, I heard something from him, so. Yeah,
It's a fly.
It's a fly? Okay, I thought it was a mosquito.
Yeah, flies are a little better than mosquitoes because they don't freaking suck the blood out of you. Still annoying, no less. He disconnected.
Yeah, I saw him. He restarted it, so.
So what do we do?
Okay. Isn't that... Yeah, it's the same thing. Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see the same thing. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about.
Ace Mikey Mosh, so you, me, and mediocre. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one, so be ready.
Alright.
That'll be a very tough one.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Alright.
So what level is it?
It's Junkyard 2.
Well, since Mosh is on, well, not Mosh, but it's Ace is on the opposite team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you already got a sweet tooth over there. All right, so much for that.
So you, me, and Mediocre versus...
It's just about a beer match. See if Mikey completes the set here.
Should.
He's choosing a Warthog instead for Mediocre.
Sounds good.
I was playing Small Brawl before. I never noticed that Roadkill wasn't in that game.
Oh yeah, he's not.
But there's an Easter egg for Roadkill that's kind of easy to miss. You know that football field map? The football field map?
Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
If you go to like, if you look at the sign that tells you the score of the fictional game, one of the teams is called Roadkill.
Shout out to him, I guess. Well, I guess the only reason he wasn't in the game is because you can't see a homeless kid actually affording a little ATV car or whatever to play with.
Yeah, that's the only game. Well, that and Twisted Metal 4 that he's not present in.
Yep.
It's weird that he's like. There's no substitute for Roadkill in TM4 at all, is there?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I don't think there is at all. A lot of those cars are canon.
Because Orbital was more of like a Crimson Fury type.
I was thinking more Orbital was like Axel, but
Nobody
like
was in TM4,
version.
huh?
Well, you got Super Axel, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Wasn't like Super Axel like completely made of metal or something like that?
Well, he had like metal armor or something, I think, is what it was. 'Cause I think if you looked at his his icon or whatever, his sprite.
So he was basically steel. Remember?
Yeah, he was all metal, I think, but you can see some of his face. He looked like steel, like Shaquille O'Neal, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty much TM4 Super Axel is Shaq.
Yeah, between two wheels. I mean, that's basically it.
Shaq Axel, Steel Axel, whatever.
Yeah, basically.
That character Steel was kind of cool during that period when they were like imposter Supermen when Superman died.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that era? And one of those fake Supermen was Steel.
Well, I was thinking that that the Meteor Man guy would actually pay me some money, like if I were to get the first issue, but apparently it was pretty much a big piece of crap.
Meteor Man?
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Was it a comic? I don't remember.
Yeah, there was a comic out for it. I remember buying it, and I thought, this will be the one that nets me some money, because...
Well, that's like one of those, just, it happened once, basically. They never had, like Space Ghost also had a comic book, but like a short mini-series, 6 issues or so.
Yeah.
But it's weird, because, you would think, oh, Space Ghost, he must have a lot of comics.
Go on your team, bro.
I know. It's because they didn't go over there, so the missile went towards you for some reason.
There was a cool show called Batman: The Brave and the Bold, where it had like a little crossover episode, a short episode with Space Ghost and Batman teaming up. In outer
It's an
space.
interesting duo. I consider that like a mismatch, really. Like you never see those two.
They weren't fighting each other. If they were fighting each other, I guess Batman would win on intelligence.
Well, obviously, yeah, but I was thinking like mismatch and meaning that they're like two people that are like alike that have similarities that can't share the same space and time.
Well, like the big similarity, the Batman animated series design of Batman was inspired by the Space Ghost design. So if you look at the way Batman looks on the animated series, it's based off Space Ghost. I don't remember the teams. I'm on who's I'm on
Mikey's on your
Ace.
team and
Ace.
Okay, Mikey and Ace. Now that I have 5 Mr. Grimm specials, I'm bound to get 1 out of 5.
Yeah, they are custom rounds. No doubt about that.
Oh wow, that was crazy. I thought that sights couldn't. It looked like I shot it upwards and it sort of curved downwards. And almost
video
hit
ever
line.
done.
Super slow.
It's close.
Looks like Mediocre missed his chance. I was having a lot of problems handling Mr. Grimm. I'm not used to Mr. Grimm with the sidecar. A lot of practice.
Yeah, looks like Spag is on his way. If you can kill leaves or someone wants to take a break or whatever.
I don't know. How do you feel about the sidecar? Do you feel like it helps you with aiming the special?
Uh,
A little bit,
It's
yeah.
easy.
it can, yeah.
I don't know. For me, without it, I feel like I can target a little better. In the 3 or 4 games that Mr. Grimm's like that. Because he didn't have it in head on, right?
Head on.
I think it's the
he did. I think he
No, he
did.
did.
He did?
Yeah, he had the sidecar and head on.
I don't remember whether it helped him, but I know he did.
Well, they did like a weird thing in his special where it kind of delayed a bit. Because he was sort of like pull back and then throw it forward. So that like little time delay in the special is a little confusing. I think it's a vehicle that hasn't really been perfected yet, in my opinion, even though it's in every game. And the animated Batman Beyond the Cape Crusaders, like the 1966 Batman. They had an animated movie recently, and there's a scene that made me think of a lot of Captain Grimm from TM4.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a vehicle where Joker, Riddler, and Catwoman are driving that looks just like it, except it's, got Joker. It's got a Joker theme to it. And it shot a cannon just like Captain Grimm would, like, from the center.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was an odd similarity.
I think you're probably not old enough to remember like the masked action figure line. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it at all. Like you had vehicles that could turn into things like that. When they have like machine guns and missiles on them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I know they've done stuff like that before. But I thought this was like a little too spot on. It's like, oh, that's Captain Grimm's vehicle right there. There are two Twisted Metal characters in this game that have versions of different characters with the same names in the DC universe. Can you guess which two?
Say Grim and think here, probably Spectre.
Not that I know of, but I can confirm Sweet Tooth was an obscure Batman villain, and No Face was also an obscure
Yeah,
Batman.
well, I was thinking Two-Face anyways.
Yeah, they got a bunch of faces there. They got Two-Face, Clayface, False Face, No Face.
Yeah, I mean, No-Face would actually be a damn good fit then, basically.
I know there's a Spectre in what's that game? It was a PlayStation game. Shit, I can't remember it. With some monkeys, robot monkeys. I don't know, some monkeys. Shit, I can't remember the name. But Spectre's not too common of a character.
Nope.
There is a Grim Reaper in Marvel that I know of, but that's not really the same as Mr. Grim.
Well, there's Ghost Rider anyway. He's pretty close.
Oh yeah, design-wise for sure. I'm sure that's who he had in mind. If Jaffe made Mr. Grimm, right? Yes. Probably had Ghost Rider in mind. I much prefer the Grim Reaper angle, although the second best would be this version in Twisted Metal Black.
And you got in my way too for the shot for the reticle.
It's too bad I had a lot of specials ready to go.
He's got me again.
No shield.
You're already out of.
Mm-hmm. That means you have to start helping the team.
Yeah, come on down, mediocre. Lure down
I
here.
wouldn't hang out at the bottom the entire time. We don't get any skill weapons down there.
Yeah, I know, just...
I mean, Mikey's almost gone. Well, he needs more deaths.
I could see mediocre is kind of struggling with warthogs tight turning. It's like warthogs is shaking and disappearing left and right.
I'm about ready to join you. This is my last life.
Yeah, your last life, huh?
Yep. Pretty close to death here. Oh, he still freaking lived.
Now, if you finish off Mikey, well, he won't have a chance still, I think. You'd have to really do some serious teamwork if you guys do that. Finish off Mikey. Like 2 homing missiles in a gas can or something to take care of him.
Couldn't get that skill weapon either. At least he took him out.
Yeah. Of course, I don't know how you're gonna do it. Spag is on his way, and so is Kill. Spag already told me he's gonna be here in a minute. Coming in from work.
I think I hit ace with my special before I died, at least. Yeah, I did.
And Kilrahi's booting up. So we should have 8 people tonight.
So we wait for Kill then.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Spag makes it in before he does.
Well, it usually does.
Just because skill takes forever.
Yeah. He's got to deal with his like 20 kids that like to hide his favorite remote control here and everything.
Mm-hmm.
8th is gonna kill us. Alright, cool. I was just wondering. Because I had an extra life. I had 2 lives there? Jeez.
Yeah, it was a slaughter.
All my hiding paid off.
Cheater.
I don't know about a cheater.
Well, I didn't hide much underground like I usually do, so gotta give me credit.
Yeah, he was actually out in the open quite a bit. So let's think here. I guess do we wait for him or do
No.
we play one more?
We're gonna play. We're pressing on.
So do you want to switch out somebody for someone else, make it a little more fair, or how do you think?
Nope. We're gonna leave it.
All right. Going to the prison ship.
I think we can do this. You just gotta pick. See, who did you use, Mr. Grimm?
Last
Yeah.
time I did, I'm gonna
Yeah,
choose.
that's probably what. Did you get more damage than I did at least?
I got 337, so
Yeah, you're gonna pick better. Of course, I'm figuring we all have a little bit of rust because we haven't played in a while. We don't play as regularly anymore.
Get the 2 bad bits out of the way here. I'll pick Sweet Tooth.
I've been playing through other Twisted Metal games, so I guess that's sort of practice, although it doesn't really compare.
Did you play on the anniversary?
No. Which date was the anniversary?
I don't recall. I think it was this month or last month maybe.
I mean, I might have played on it.
But it was for both of the games, 2 and 1.
I think September's when that was. And there's Spag.
Yeah, it was October 31st.
Oh, Halloween.
I see. I probably played something like Twisted Metal, some Twisted Metal that day.
So how's this gonna go? Do we, oh,
What?
yeah, because Spag entered the room.
That doesn't matter.
So we're just gonna, he knows we're playing without him.
I'll tell him.
I know it's controversial, but I feel like the first game kind of aged. It has been aging pretty well, and the second one, the gameplay is still. I don't know if I'm rusty or what, but World Tour is really fucking challenging.
It's always well. I can't really say it's been the tougher of the two games because TM1 was pretty damn tough.
Yeah, it was. Good luck trying to use Darkseid in that game. I think the car had a crap weapon.
Yeah, I don't know why they had it like that. In the PC version, it was more of like a freeze weapon, so it was actually useful.
You know what they should have done for Darkseid and Twisted Metal 1 is, you know how they do that crazy ass spin when when you get close to them, like spin like a top or something. They could do
Wait,
like a
who?
complete like 360, like I don't know, several.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
That's
when
what they should have given Darkseid for his special weapon right there.
spaz out.
Yeah, just gonna spaz out spin and then it just beat the,
I thought it was interesting, and even though he wasn't playable without a Game Shark, and TM3's Dark Side kind of mixed the TM1 PlayStation and TM1 PC specials. Because in the PC version, it was like a little freeze missile, laser,
yeah.
and then it was like a fire laser in the PlayStation version. So in 3, they gave him like a flamethrower with the freeze blast simultaneously.
Yeah, freeze flame.
Yeah, which I think would have been the cooler special in the original. Just give him a freeze flame.
Well, yeah, but then you'd probably have to been a boss or something, the way they made him. Then give, like, Warthog Doug a different, or not Warthog, but,
It made no sense for TM3 to be like, "Oh, we're not gonna make Darkseid playable." Like, what the fuck? Why not?
yeah,
They made Minion playable, and he's the middle boss, whereas Darkseid's just like the first, early
he's the
boss.
second level.
Yeah, right after the second level.
They definitely should have made him playable. And then, of course, there was Primeval. That guy, he had a really rough special. It basically was.
That was a bad
roadkill.
final boss choice. I don't know what they were thinking there.
Yeah, but either way, you had like Roadkill and Mr. Grimm special combined into one.
Yeah, that was obnoxious. I really didn't like that fight at all. Because the whole thing was like you had to kind of keep circulating the area to get the health, right? Because getting health was super important in that game.
Well, if you're using Thumper, you can easily win the game, because you use your Sound Blast.
Oh, yeah.
Knock them
And
off
then you
the
fall off
air.
the blimp, yeah. But I had the annoying process where you had to like destroy a bunch of switches or panels.
Yep. Otherwise, you didn't find
Otherwise, they
them all.
keep regenerating. Yeah.
Yep. Enemies regenerate. You have to deal with Spectre all over again, and whoever else is in there.
It's pretty funny.
But I remember they weren't very clear about that, so the first time you're playing it, you're just like, what the fuck?
Two Sweet Tooths. Freaking mediocre.
He can hear you. It's alright, maybe we can do this with a dual tooth.
A dual tooth.
Ace would be proud.
It's like, thank you for, I don't know, promoting Sweet Tooth tonight. Everyone gets a free ice cream cone. Oops. See, that's why I don't like doing that. Because I thought he was aced.
All you gotta do is look at the names.
Yeah, I'm so used to looking at color, and that's what I do. Kind of given my profession and that sort of thing.
Finally made that stupid mine. Got Ace running scared, dude.
Well, I sort of do because of what he did. Gotta be that iceberg to his Titanic, really.
Shield just barely came on in time.
What's that?
Yeah. Not for Mosh's special, yeah.
Barely escaped the ghost.
Yep, it's like he barely made it to the restroom in time.
Karaki is telling me that his internet's not working.
Been telling that guy for years not to go ahead and try to transmit through a potato, and look what he does.
I don't know why he didn't notify me of this earlier today.
Or because he's trying to get out of plan, who knows?
I don't know anyone that would turn down a 4v4, especially with how rare it is these days.
He hasn't had internet for hours now.
It must be. I mean, I talked to him maybe 5 hours ago saying you're playing TFBO tonight. He said, yeah. So maybe it was working at the time and now it's just not.
It could be, yeah. Don't think he would turn down a 4-on-4 today.
Huh, that was interesting. Finish him. Damn it.
Damn, well, I got aced. Nope, couldn't get dodging. What happened?
Same time. I had like no good weapons to shoot at you, and then the special regenerated, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna miss it.
I had nothing. I was just hoping the machine gun would hit you.
And it did.
There we go.
Killed Ace, did you?
Yeah, I did the Sweet Tooth special and a gas can at the same time to kill him.
I'm glad someone killed him.
It's probably going after me like a you know what though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that ain't hitting Mikey.
You knew I was gonna use it. That was it.
You're already out, huh?
Uh-huh.
Damn it. I think so.
Finish off Mikey, you have a chance.
Ah. Right when I had the
Yeah,
fuck.
now it's even.
Darn a Spector.
That's a tough map perspective.
Yeah. A real place to hide, pretty much. You don't need to.
He almost killed me. I'm on his team.
Yeah. Thought you were aced, I guess. Yeah. As long as you get rid of Mikey, you're aced. Preferably Mikey, because he's got the auto aim special. He's got the super homing.
Yeah, we all know about that. Yet in the handbook, when you get to some metal black, it does say that Yellow Jacket spikes don't home in on opponents, which is a big ass lie.
They don't home in, they lean in.
Yeah, they lean in. It's kind of like with the Roadkill special from System Metal 1. That actually did home in.
That was a cool special. I like that special. That was Captain Spears, right?
Yep.
Captain Britney Spears. He didn't have a first name, I don't think. It was just Captain.
And he's already eliminated.
It's all up to you to save the universe. Gotta finish off Mikey and then beat up Ace and make him cry.
Let's try to get in his way.
Yeah, that friendly fire happens from time to time. Just send a homing missile.
Don't have anything.
There you go.
Yeah, you can't. If that was a one-on-one, you'd have died.
Now you could beat up Ace and you'd be set.
That would be upsetting for him if I beat him with his own car.
Have you seen the Twist and Metal Black Online Bible? It's on YouTube.
Nope.
No, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, that's for The Stranger Mind. Mediocre.
Mm-hmm. Ace can't dodge everything, so send some homings and gas cans his way once you build up a shield or two.
No, he had a shield.
And he got 1,000 damage, and he still has one more life. Technically, anyway.
He's lucky.
Yeah.
I bet his diet consists of Jack in the Box for him to be so lucky.
You have a coward's luck, Wolverine.
Basically. So I like to say to Haste. All that just to die against Haste. I take pleasure in the fact I took out Mikey.
Yes, I accidentally pressed triangle.
GG.
No, I got a network error actually.
And that does suck.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
some Team X kind of stuff right there.
I told Ace you got a network error so you can question his recent changes to the server. He'll now be in doubt.
Now I'm stuck on reading usage policy.
Yes, it's gonna be sensing your old
Yeah,
login.
I'll recouple that.
Yep.
Yep, sure. Shit.
You accept these terms. Brimstone.
So is Spike going to play the next one?
I think so. I'll probably have him sit in for me.
I can get into the server.
He'll probably let you eventually.
Try again.
What you could do is, if it doesn't let you in after this try, just unplug your network cable for a good 30 seconds or so.
Alright.
Why are you going to be leaving soon? No, it's going to take a while to get as good as like Mikey or someone of that caliber. I mean, we've had a lot of other new people. It takes a couple of months to get up to that kind of skill level.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, as it is, I barely beat the guy.
Yeah, we were supposed to have 8 tonight, Spag, but Kirahi's having internet issues.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, and we had
Convenient.
it all set up for him to join and everything. Yeah.
Well, can he at least try to get it to work, or is he
I
going to
think he's
stop?
trying right now, but
Yeah, I'm back.
we're not gonna wait for him because we haven't played in a while, so I'd like to get things going.
I think some good practice when there's nobody around is to play like a match with the bots in TMBO.
Practice
Just to get used to the vehicles. Because when you play TMB offline, there's like those little differences that make a difference online.
Yeah, you don't have the creative abilities that you get from a human opponent when you play against the bots, though.
That's true. But you just get more familiar with the gameplay, so that you are ready to fight humans.
I don't know, because I think everybody here in this room, for the most part, are
The online bots, they are a little different from the offline ones, aren't they?
I think the offline ones are actually like you're better off playing the survival or something. If you really
I'm
want to
having
get
trouble
stuff.
joining the room.
Like the offline ones can be really kind of cheap though.
Remember, you said for him to turn off the PlayStation and
No,
unplug it.
that was to log in. 3-4 tries, pretty much.
Alright, I'll try again.
We could always have you host the room if you can't get in, since I'll be sitting this one so you can play. First, people will have to get out of ready if that happens.
You want me to host?
If you can't join up.
It doesn't look like I'll be able to. I'm stuck on joining.
No one's gonna read that except for
Yeah.
Mosh,
to
but he's
host?
already aware.
Oh, some of the other people.
Yeah, go ahead and host. We'll do it in your room.
So what are we doing?
Exit and join Spag's room.
Yep.
Okay, so I'll tell that to everybody.
Mm. And we're gonna do the Skycrapper
Alright.
LMS Spotlight.
99 lives?
989 lives.
89? 989?
Mm-hmm.
99 ways to die.
Okay, wait a minute. There's, okay, many skyscrapers. Okay, that's the right one. Not the other one.
As much as Ace would like the larger one.
Well, I mean, East would like a large Coca-Cola over at his local whatever, like Quick Mart or whatever he's got in Canada, but
Sky's Raper 2.
Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
It's kind of like this one shirt this one friend of mine had back when, a while ago, where it actually said shock therapist, but the way it was,
Shock the rapist.
careened or whatever, like the kerning on it was off, so it actually said shock the rapist. So,
Okay, we need Ace to get in here.
I did type up join.
Oh, there he is. Okay. We're missing Mediocre too. So.
Yeah, I told him join Spag's room.
Yeah, like I know me's.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, so new teams are going to be. It's pretty much the same as the old, except that Spag's taking my spot. So instead of 100% evil, it'll be Spag.
So what is that exactly? I wasn't
And the
here
old
for the
teams,
team.
of course, were. You'll be with Orion and Mediocre.
Ryan, okay.
So you'll be beating up Mikey, Ace, and Mosh.
I'm not sure about the Suburbs or Skyscrapers music actually.
Yeah, I just told Ace, not a tech guy, can't explain any of the teams. Let's see, everyone starts to get ready, try to roadkill out. I mean, point-wise, I did a little better in that last match, from 300 to 20 to like 550. So slowly increasing.
Oh no, I got an error.
Yeah.
No. Right when I was just waiting for it to load.
Right.
Ace did something to curse you, Mosh.
Yeah, this is messed up. It shouldn't take you long to get back in, I imagine.
No, Mosh is pretty quick.
I'm here.
See, I told you.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I guess you can load up.
Yeah, I saw you got the full health by accident there. Almost took it.
Nah, you can mine yourself down unless you were about ready to die.
Nah, just, yeah, mind yourself.
Yeah, when most people see you just standing there, they'll either machine gun you or you could just mine yourself. You should be fine. And that blasted cone.
I only left because Mikey came down there to help his ass. I'm not dealing with Mikey right now.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you let Mikey kill you or whatever.
Yeah.
Kill you.
Yeah, Mikey's he's at large, I'll tell you. In fact, he's trying to kill me right now.
Alright.
Did you get a network error?
I hope not.
Yeah, on my end, you guys don't have 6 people. Is that incorrect?
That's 6 of me.
I see 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I see 60.
I think I just got hit by the mediocre special.
Yeah, it's a hell of a freeze. And he missed. Better watch him, he's gonna try and hit you with that thing.
Well, I don't know what to do, I'm surrounded.
Just get out of there. Don't drive in straight lines.
I don't know. Here's the ball, I don't think they were gonna follow me. He's killed by Spag, thank you, Spag.
Like he still gets me too.
I know, I saw that.
Bunch of bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know I wasted one of my specials by accident. It's like it wasn't even fully charged, it did like enough, like about a fire missile damage, that's about it.
It's fucking annoying because Mikey keeps hovering around Ace on purpose.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, that's their strategy. Or his strategy. I don't know if it's Mikey's strategy. Is it?
Yeah, he does it on purpose.
Well, he ruined his shot with his reticles at least.
I don't think got his ass.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing the weirdest things happen on my end.
I hit him instead. It sucks. Oops, again. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, that one just went to the garbage for that life.
I don't think these teams worked out very well. Why not try a 4v3 next before this? Did he give
We
us?
could try that.
I
Like the
think
last
he's.
one, maybe.
I think he's got 2 more in him.
Yeah, we might as well do 4v3.
I guess he's the next to be eliminated on my end.
Too bad Rhodey couldn't replicate himself before he left. Left an extra Rhodey just
Yeah,
to
he's
play.
not exactly SpongeBob SquarePants, so he has that ability.
Nice, I freeze Ace and he just like teleports off my fucking screen.
Should have seen what I was seeing on my end. It looked like you were fighting an invisible person and just exploded for no reason.
Yeah, he just banned his
What the hell, I hit
Echo.
him directly and it didn't. Still, Mikey lives. That ain't right.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, we kind of screwed up with these teams.
Yeah, it's like trying to kill a cockroach, I guess. Or it's
Mikey,
like,
Ace.
yeah, he's like a cockroach, I want to say, Mikey. Stay alive in the most extreme circumstances. You put him in the microwave, he stays alive. Pour alcohol on him, he still lives, you know.
I might as well
Dodge
end this
that.
match.
I wasted a red on him just to kill him.
Hey, you can see the clock working.
Ah, I died in midair. Getting the hell torn apart of me there. I don't see that other dude around anymore either. So no wonder I'm getting my butt ass around on my ass
Well, he
head.
left, but he was already he already was out of lives.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I thought he got disconnected and it was just like me and Spag versus them two. Well, in that case, I got a high Steve's chance in hell, but we'll try. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I did not eat as a satisfaction.
You might as well jump. Yeah, these teams don't work out well. I gotta separate Ace and Mikey.
Yep. Well, the game will actually finally end there.
And somehow this is Ace's favorite level.
And it's sad at the end of it all, it's Spag had killed one person, had 0 deaths, and done 68 damage on my end. And then like 4 people network errored
Wow.
and left. And then 3 people are in here, according to my...
Sometimes skyscrapers goes really wrong.
So this game got ghosted. So looks like there's only 3 in there, but in my room I show 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you got unrecovered error.
I figured as much because of the way things are going for that one.
So what are you doing?
We'll just
I
make
just
a new
backed
room.
out. Yeah, someone else.
I would almost say to completely disconnect from the server and log back in for everybody.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Restart it all.
In case fixes may have broken some things.
Thank you. Maybe you should just tell them to stop fixing things, just leave everything alone.
No, they seem to be surefire things, but that wasn't the case. Waiting for your couleur.
Yep. Well, that said, but someone else. I still got red. Damn. I had 4 in there.
Sometimes it takes 2 tries. I know the first time it'll tell you that you're already logged in, and then it'll clear your login, and then if you log in the second time, it should work. Unless, of course, you've been through that, then yeah, it might not let you for like 2 minutes. Okay.
I got an error as well, but probably logging back in. Oh, shit. Can't log in.
Yep.
I'm in now. I'm trying to join the room.
Oh, there's 5 still.
And we're getting there.
So we haven't played in a few weeks and we're having trouble now.
Yeah, that's because of the changes Ace made. I don't know. I know he had changed things around to where ghosted rooms shouldn't happen. And people shouldn't have issues with logging in, but apparently that's not the case, so... Alright, now we finally have people again.
6.
Let's see here.
So Mosh's the only one left that's not in there.
Right. You said you want to do 3v4. We can wait for Mosh.
It looks like I'll have to restart my system.
Okay.
C-Base comes at us with his 2-match notice here in a moment.
Probably. It's already the time where he usually exits. That should be the end of it. At least it's not like TMX where just starting the game takes like 10 minutes.
We only defer to network error, then you know.
Then you have to restart the system and do it for another 10 minutes.
So yeah, it's
Have
another
you-
10 minutes. I got to play for 3 whole minutes out of that whole hour it took me to log in.
Have you logged in on there recently, Mosh?
Oh yeah, I checked it out this week. It's a pretty dead place.
How many people you see?
Like 10. I don't know.
So you're saying that a mortuary sees more action than that place does, huh?
A what?
A mortuary.
Oh, mortuary, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, there's the music.
Press the internet button. Initialize network hardware. And the voice of Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard. Yeah, he sold me some Mad Booze once. Him and his Strongbow wasn't that great.
That's who the Democratic Party should be trying to use for the next election. Get Patrick Stewart to run. I think he can run.
That'd be an interesting choice for candidate, but I don't think he could run because he's born in England.
Oh yeah, he wasn't born in America. Oh well. Neither was Obama though. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Obama was able to go ahead and counterfeit some birth certificates there and able to get in office. So yeah, why not? That matter, he
The important thing is that he lives in America. So.
Alright, I guess pick your vehicles and we can do this 3v4.
So who's the 3 and who's the 4?
That's a good question.
You don't want to put like the team of 3. You know, it shouldn't be like Ace and Mikey together because I think that would be kind of messed up.
Would you want to try maybe myself, Mikey, and Spag?
Yeah, sure, that can work. Dark Mikey's back.
I'm sure Spag's up for the challenge. And I know
Yeah.
Mikey is.
So Ryan and Mosh have to work together with a clown. It's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Up in chat?
Hmm?
I'm not seeing it over there.
What?
Yeah, is that showing up in chat?
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see it. Did you type something or?
Well, somebody better tell them teams then.
Alright, guess I'll have to do it. As much as I wanted to be in the threesome.
Yeah, it says it's me, Spag, and Mikey versus
Okay, appear there.
No, you don't disconnect. We're doing the 3 versus 4. Yep.
Yep.
Do one of these, the occasional challenge match.
I think this will be more balanced than what were we doing last month. Well, sometimes those skyscraper matches just really go down south.
Yeah, I know. It ends up turning into a huge landslide.
Yes, whoever has the top ground wins usually. The top roof, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. The main roof there
Yeah.
with the little plane bridge, airplane thing.
The area above the actual bowl of the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ace likes the map so he can sit on the roof and peek out people, stare at people. Same thing he does on Mini City where he gets in the elevator and shit.
Oh, that annoying elevator.
Yeah. He always runs over there, especially when he's about to die.
He doesn't want to get eliminated all fast.
Yeah.
That's what the Smoking Man did in the X-Files. Except he ran into the mountains to go ahead and try to live out his days.
Didn't that show come back? I didn't
It
watch
did,
it.
but I don't think they're going to renew it for another season. I think it didn't get really good reviews. At
Yeah.
least that's what I think happened.
I don't recall. It's gonna be the challenge of a lifetime for sure.
Yeah, we have some pretty bad cars.
Never know though.
You guys should have picked up.
Alright.
I'm on your team, by the way.
Alright.
Don't worry, your rollerball wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, what the hell?
Was it only one life and it's over?
Wow, I got an error.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
And I see. Yeah, Spag's stuck in one spot.
Mediocre he got disconnected as well. So what did Ace do to the server exactly? Because I've never had this issue.
Wow.
I think he poured some of his top ramen on it, man. Only thing I can think of.
Or is ice cream. Who knows?
Well, that's right. He's an ice cream man. How clumsy of me to suggest such things. Or as Kill would say, he stuck his cone in where it didn't belong.
I don't know. I guess the night might be done with if we keep having these kinds of issues.
Try one more time.
Yep. It's a losing battle.
So who's hosting now? Because I don't think you can get in that.
It says it's full or locked. It's kind of weird.
Probably remake a room or something.
So then, you're not on the server right now, right, Spag?
No, but I'm trying to log in.
Okay, so
Alright.
I need to.
Keep the blame Ace for all of our misfortunes.
Yep, I'm gonna blame Ace for the $5 scratch ticket I lost on.
The only good news I have right now is, I have Saturday off next week, but even then, we might not be able to play depending
Yep.
on holiday shit, I guess, if Kilrahi's gonna be gone.
I was expecting you to say, yeah, the good news is I was able to go ahead and remove my cat's vocal cord so it wouldn't meow anymore or whatever.
Resident Evil.
Did you beat that on the PS4 already?
Oh no.
No, because they had the HD remake on there.
Yeah. I
How
don't know
would
if
you?
I
Oh,
don't know. I'm not ready for that yet.
No,
I mean, like I kind of liked the way it was originally. I don't know. Not that motivated at the moment.
I mean, how would you feel about them making like a Mortal Kombat movie, the movie game, or something like that? Like sort of like what they did with Street Fighter, except for that system.
Oh, the Street Fighter movie game.
Yeah, like except they do it in Mortal Kombat.
For which wait for the new Mortal Kombat that's gonna come out in the future?
Well,
Or
now we're gonna go with the old one, like the one that actually had, Liu Kang, Johnny
I
Cage,
would
Sonya.
if they made a
Yeah.
game for that '95 movie. I think it was '95, right?
Yeah, around that.
Yeah, I would play it. I thought that was a cool movie.
Yeah, that's the second one that was kind of.
And they could throw in the guy that Liu Kang fought. Remember? I think he had dreads or something like
Oh,
that.
like the DJ looking dude.
Yeah, yeah. He kind of looked like DJ from Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's sure did.
And Art Lean, the guy who Goro killed, that was friends with Johnny Cage.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. Not sure kind of who's set that guy would have. It'd be kind of weird.
get in the room east.
We only got 6 in here though.
Yeah, just
That was the first version of Kano that was turned into like Australian Mortal Kombat movie Kano. They gave him well, he had either like an Australian accent or a kind of like uh, I don't know. I guess it was
No, he was Australian. That's for sure. The way he spoke.
yeah. Originally, the character was from China. I
Oh,
feel.
really? I didn't think he was. I thought he was more like from
I
like
think he
from.
was maybe Chinese American at first. I don't know, like a mix of the two. I
Oh,
forget.
right. That makes
Because
sense.
he didn't seem like straight up Chinese or anything to me.
No, not to me either. I like the Australia version. That was actually a pretty good way to go.
Yeah, that was a true. The fight wasn't very good between him and Sonya, but apparently it was because Sonya, the actress, didn't want to. She didn't want like a stunt double doing her part during the
Yeah.
fight. So she kind of did her own stunts, and thus it was very limited. I guess they probably cut out a lot of it because it didn't look good.
Hmm. That explains why she only had like one fight through the whole movie, as opposed to like maybe, how
Yeah.
Johnny Cage had like 2 or 3, and then Liu Kang had like 5 or something like that.
Well, technically, I think she had. Well, there was that fight where it was like her, Johnny, and Liu Kang fighting all the Outworld guards.
Oh yeah, that's right. And the guards when they were spying on him.
And then in the beginning, well, she had a gun, so she kind of shoots up some guy, like working for Black Dragon. I think.
Yeah, I don't really count that as a fight. That's more like gunning
Yeah,
someone
that's
down
not
in
fair.
cold blood.
But she did use a gun in fights in the game.
Yeah, and of course you got her partner TJ going on TJ combo. You know what? That would be actually a good fight. TJ
What's
combo versus
Yeah.
Jax. No, that would be a good fight. I don't know who the hell would win that one.
He literally did nothing in that movie, Jax. In the first movie,
Oh yeah, he's just all Sonya, where you going? Sonya, come back.
way to be fucking slow, Jax.
That's about it. That's all he did. And well, I know the reason they couldn't get him to play, second Mortal Kombat is because he passed away before the second movie could be made.
I always wondered where was Kano hiding on the boat.
In the hull of the ship, I guess.
I mean, like he must have had a really good hiding spot.
Yeah, I think so. It's like toward the hull, probably where they couldn't gain access to him. Hanging out.
And then he's describing to Goro the whole Sub-Zero killing a guard thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I'm like, well, he's describing it, but where the heck was he in that scene? Was he like in disguise as one of the guards?
I don't think he was in disguise. Kano was actually Just there eating food.
Well, he's there eating food with Goro, and he's talking about what he saw with Sub-Zero killing
Yeah.
the guard at the dinner.
So
So you got to
yeah,
figure that he must have been observing somehow.
he's probably observing like somewhere hidden, so that way he wouldn't attract the attention to Sonya, obviously.
Yeah, well, Goro was there too, which was weird because it's like Goro was hiding behind a wall or something. So if he
Yeah.
saw it, why'd he act all surprised when Kano
So
told him?
maybe he was hanging out with Goro at the time when that all happened. That's probably
Yeah, I
what
guess.
it was.
Remember Kintaro?
Kintaro? You mean
He
the?
wasn't in the movie, but he was the other Goro-looking motherfucker. He was the sub boss in Mortal Kombat 2.
Was he playable?
He had 4 arms, but he was kind of like a more cat-like version of Goro.
I'd have to look him up. You know, I didn't really get a good look at him. I know they had the guy that had the Centaur guy in there.
Oh yeah, what was his name? The Minotaur half-man guy.
I don't remember his name now. It's,
Matoro, was it?
yeah, Mataro. That sounds right, actually.
Yeah, they can't use him anymore because it's too complex to have a character like that, apparently.
Well, they took away 2 of his legs too in the later versions, if you noticed.
Yeah, and on the Armageddon game, he's
Oops, sorry, Mosh.
he's got 2 legs. I was like, what?
Yeah, he
What
did
the
take
fuck?
away 2 of them. That was kind of weird.
That just doesn't work. So he's just a guy with a tail and horns.
Yeah. So yeah, he must have been mutated later on or something. I don't know. Like too much of that Pepsi Cola and it took away 2 of his legs.
They showed him in Mortal Kombat 9 in the background fighting. And I think Raiden kills him or something.
Possibly.
They killed off a shitload of characters in the new Mortal Kombat, the last 2 games.
Oh yeah. I know Johnny Cage has died a couple of times, that much I remember.
Well, there was that thing back in the day, that the cemetery map in, I think, Mortal Kombat 3. It had Cage. One of the tombstones had Cage on it.
Yeah.
So he was dead then. I don't know how he came back.
Yeah, he died in part 2 or 3, I know that. He might have died at the ending of part 2, but I guess.
Yeah, in between 2 and 3. And then in the movie, he died. In the second movie.
Yeah.
That terrible piece of shit. That was a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah, I didn't like part 2 at all.
It was really bad. I mean, there's stuff I liked about it too, but you know, it's just like you knew it was bad, but you just kind of enjoyed it anyway. You're like, oh, well, shit's terrible, but it's got some good techno music. Like, it was really heavy on the electronic dance music.
Yeah, I did. I liked the song when they were
Yeah, it was
fighting the what's his face, the lizard guy, reptile.
Reptile, you know.
It was like my favorite song in the whole movie.
That was a great soundtrack.
Yes, it was. I
the
gotta
original.
say, I gotta buy that actually off of Amazon. The chance actually thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely one of the top soundtracks of all time.
Yeah, we were running needle. There was needle.
Ooh,
Catch
sorry.
somebody's needle.
The guy who played Liu Kang, he actually ended up playing a character in a Street Fighter movie.
That's kind of good. I actually like that. It's pretty funny stuff. It's like he sold his soul to be Jen. Yeah, you got me, but not before I got you pretty good too. Small recoupment. Wow, that power missile actually hit you. Crazy crap. Well, it's just me, I'm just hanging around.
I had to retract the spikes.
Started in a pretty bad spot there.
Let's hit him with that reticle.
Did those spikes hit you, Span?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn it. Grab the health.
Ah, super full health.
Looks like Mediocre just got disconnected.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we sure did.
Now it's a 3-on-3 officially.
Oh.
Yeah, he knocked me up and then hit you. I was trying to hit both of those rocks.
How the hell did that many come?
Yeah, the game just felt that we were kicking too much ass. Said, okay, it's time to make it a fair fight.
I'm kind of confused now.
We really want to go out again.
I'm glad you're dead.
Yeah, everyone's just appearing in front of you.
Yeah, it looks that way.
That Mikey's waiting.
And I was waiting, dude.
Alright, we'll see you next time, man. Good games.
I'm gonna rock his world. It's a beast.
I guess we can finish on the 3v3 next time.
It's gonna be a 3-on-3, alright.
Yeah, Mikey would have to pull off some kind of miracle here.
Well, he's good at that. He's like a cockroach. He survives anything. In fact, I think I'm gonna probably name him that as a new nickname. It's like Mikey the Cockroach.
Can name him Sir Cactus.
Yeah, they're the El Cactus.
Armored cockroach.
Yeah, I mean the guy's just like Cher and that singer from the Rolling Stones, or whatever the hell. Survive anything.
Yeah, Mick Jagger's been through a lot. His health is surprisingly existing.
Yeah, he is resistant to a lot of things. Like, oh, horse tranquilizers, you can do that easy.
Ozzy Osbourne too. Like, how the hell is that guy alive?
And he's bitten off so many bird heads and
Bat heads and snorted ants. Come on, this guy is nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if he is partially brain dead. Wasn't like the big thing like the past year though, like Ozzy was cheating on his wife.
yeah, that's how come she
and they labeled him a sex addict. That was pretty funny to me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't really believe that.
Ozzy, he
He was
seems
caught
so
one
low.
time with his hands in the cookie jar, and sure enough, he's scorned for life, if you will.
Like, he doesn't seem like a very active guy. I always saw Ozzy just kind of chilling, sitting on his couch.
Now Mikey's got a chance.
Yeah, he does. If Mosh doesn't finish him, I will. Nope.
There you
He
go.
got killed by Mosh.
I was just waiting. Once I have enough Yellow Jacket specials, it's over.
Basically, you just had to lure him in, give him hang that piece of meat in front of him so he can bite, and then you can take him out.
Mikey got the high score though.
Yeah, he always does.
Yeah.
And for a race, he has a 10,000 ping on my brother's thing. It's pretty funny.
So was that the last one there? With all the network errors we've been having?
You could do like 1-3v3 if everybody's down.
Yeah.
Ace might be going right now though. Isn't it past this whole time?
Sounds about right.
He's about ready to go to bed and turn in for the night or do what he does.
Alright, is he done?
He might be. I'm not sure.
Waiting for him to get in the chat or something.
He's still on score. Yeah, that's one I've won for the night so far. I'd say it so far.
Played 2 matches in like 1 hour.
Oh, beats that Tussa Middle, the other one, Tussa Middle 10 or whatever the hell you call it.
X.
Yeah, I didn't see a 2 match notice.
I didn't either, so he's gonna have to say it.
Right Where's my 2-match notice?
By the way, this is my final match notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can pick a new level since he hasn't said anything.
What level would you pick?
Loop.
Or loop?
Take a look.
Something different.
Yeah, I'm picking Yellow Jacket. Haven't been him all night.
Yellow Charket.
Yeah, I think it was Rhodey that didn't like the loop level, right?
No, it's Karai.
Yeah, well, I knew somebody didn't.
I think Rhodey wasn't a fan, but tolerated it.
All right. It's like with Stag. I know he does not like Power Plant, but would you like?
Well, he has bad luck there. I don't think he dislikes the level. That'd be a fair assessment there, Spag.
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, I was gonna say. So, do you like Loop more than you like Power Plant, then, Spag?
I don't know. I'll play loop. I don't mind. I'll play any just about any level. We can start trying to get 4v4s on Dog Pound though one of these days.
Wow, that's gonna be for your birthday, man, because that's not gonna happen the other day. I don't think.
My birthday was 2 months ago, so I'm gonna have to wait.
You don't have to wait as long as I do, at least.
Yeah, you gotta wait. What, like fucking 51 weeks or something?
Yeah, we got
Well, actually, in your case, you said 2 months ago. It's more like 40 weeks or maybe 45, something like that.
Yeah, late September. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess for the first time ever, this will be my 1-match notice.
So we got Jaffe's Giving coming up this holiday.
Chaffee's giving.
Yeah. In all honesty, if it was a Jaffe themed holiday, it'd be like Jaffe's Taking, stealing shit.
You gotta check out his Twitter. A lot of bitching going on over there.
Yeah.
That's his. Well, he's stuck in his safe space. over there.
So what's the current state of Drawn to Death? Is it just like dead or?
It's gonna be dead on arrival, I think.
Yeah, DOA.
It's waiting for its release date, which will also be its funeral date. So.
So it's basically an unborn fetus, basically. As soon as it comes out, it's dead. It's stillborn.
Yeah, it's gonna come out, but it's really nobody's gonna play that piece of shit. I mean, unless it's like a free game for PS Plus, then maybe it might get some players. But even if they do that, I don't think they'll stay.
Yeah, they'll get like 2 people playing it for like 5 minutes. And quick.
Yeah,
Mosh
People
Mikey's
like for
bag.
a few hours
Work?
and stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
I think that could work.
Mosh Mikey's bag, huh?
Jaffe was raging at a video game journalist who doesn't like Drawn to Death. And you know how Jaffe can't take criticism.
Yeah. sounds pretty realistic. Sounds like something Jaffe would do. Oh. Which is ironic because he's like one of the first people to, say shit about any other game.
Yeah. He says he doesn't mind if people say God of War sucks. I was like, well, yeah, no kidding, because they didn't need you.
Yeah.
Like they've done pretty well for themselves without Jaffe.
He only worked on number 1, didn't he?
Yeah, just the first game.
Yeah, I think he used to get mad when people said number 2 was better.
Well, so,
I actually heard that
let's see how
before.
that works. It's gonna be an interesting game, I'm much say.
I never finished the first game. I have it, but I
I
don't really find it that interesting.
I played through, I think, the first three. Only that once, so it's not like a game I would replay, like, for the story.
Yeah, I didn't even like using that character in PlayStation All Stars. I never really liked Kratos.
Yeah,
Zeus
yeah.
was kind of cool. I liked using Zeus, but Zeus is like that's not Jaffe's character. That fucking Zeus.
Greek
Just going around
mythologist
with a
character.
gun.
It's like people have often replicated Zeus.
Jaffe would try to convince people that he created Zeus, original
And
character.
Zeus would come down and just smite him for all his disbeliefs and creating twisted metal heads.
Yeah, just like Jaffe created the evil clown.
Yeah.
No one ever came up with that shit before.
I'd actually give Jaffe credit for one thing. That'd be like inventing a turd or something. That's probably what I'd give him credit for.
Credit for what?
I give him credit for inventing the first turd.
I will say that the idea of evil clown driving an ice cream truck is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. You don't get that out of Batman, the animated series.
Well, Joker did use some ice cream trucks in Arkham City.
Well, no, he actually had, like, in one episode, driving around in a Fit Tuna truck or something like that.
Yeah, a fleet truck or something like that.
It was a
yeah.
Captain Clown or something. Can't remember the robot.
Oh, the robot? Captain Clown. You killed Captain Clown! Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember that being the very first episode of Batman I ever saw.
Man, you got hurt pretty good there.
Yeah, I had to get him back from what he did to me. Zumi wasn't the best weapon to have, but it did some damage.
No, better than nothing.
In the 70s, there was a Batman cartoon with the villain Sweet Tooth, who was, a food junkie and a criminal. So there's some similarity there.
Yeah, that's interesting. But was he an actual clown, is a question.
Most likely.
No, he wasn't. He was, but I could see him using an ice cream truck, for instance.
All on about me.
Finally.
Cheating bastard.
I missed you before that. Oh shit, I'm getting fucked up on Nike special. Why's he gotta use that launcher?
Hey, Alexa's in close quarters.
Yeah.
I've done more damage than 25. Really gotta pick up the pace here.
I was on Pixel, by the way, so.
Like he's not on my team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's on your team.
I am too. It's me, you, and Mikey.
Should have asked that earlier.
Now Mikey's gonna be very angry.
So it's Mikey,
Oh, yeah.
Spags? You guys are like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
It's like he stole the last of my chocolate frosting
I wasn't
hierarchy.
paying attention.
I was just thinking it was like the last match.
I ran Mikey anyway.
Did that at least land on you, Spag?
Yeah,
I took
it did.
the whole life of Mikey away with specials. No fun
Yeah,
there.
he's lost 2 lives already, though.
Yeah, I took a whole life from him. So. He would have still been alive if I didn't accidentally fuck up.
He'd still be alive today if I hadn't cut off his Twitter. Yeah, definitely want any part of that.
Oops. Ace just spawned, almost hit him. Fuck! Mikey. Ran into me.
Yeah, thank you for covering my escape. I was about ready to kick my ass. Probably still is here. No, I took out Mikey. I just successfully completed my mission. Look at Ace. He's only died one time.
Hey, he's doing pretty good somehow.
Oh, what the fuck, man? Mikey keeps hitting me with everything. He just full redded me.
He full redded you, and you're on his team.
Yeah.
He probably got
Yeah,
confused.
no, the target changed because I went his way, but yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about crap.
Oh my god.
Now you know how those Vietnam vets felt about friendly fire.
I know it wasn't a positive thing.
No, I don't think it was. Yeah, you never know. Some people are into that.
Been playing too much Uncharted and not enough TMBO. Yeah.
That's definitely a very different style.
Yeah.
You don't throw any grenades in this one.
Did you get your shield on right in time?
Yeah. I almost fell off though.
You just spawn, you better get health.
That's fine. I think I was way past the point. Oh, damn. I accidentally blew up the ball.
Yeah, he's not gonna be happy with
for
you.
us all.
It's not my fault. It's Orion's fault.
Yeah, sure, you're chasing me down and trying to kill me.
Tell Ace we gotta have a rematch.
No, he's already committed to his one match notice.
Hey,
Yeah, but
stickler.
match is technically just same match again. So it'd,
Spawn me, give me misses.
it'd still be one, right?
Yeah, it'll still be one. Yeah, it's one match. This is the one after this one.
A rematch don't count as a second match, Ace.
Yeah, it's the first one ever happened.
Is this a 6 lifer or?
Yeah. Sure is.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can make up for that red. I don't know.
So I hear tell that if you get 1,000 points on this map, you get a free coupon for Baskin Robbins.
Do they even have Baskin Robbins over there in California?
Yeah, they do. Never go there though, so.
Oh yeah, overpriced.
No, I just never go there.
What about Dunkin' Donuts though?
Yeah, not in a long time. Like the Dunkin' Donuts by my house, especially, is where all the prostitutes hang out. It's a really shit area.
What about the tea emporium?
I just buy tea from the store. I don't know.
So, where's this Dunkin' Donuts at again?
Wilson Way. That whole area is just like shit. And I live pretty close to it.
I almost hit through those damn books. Damn dog was gone. Beast.
We don't have a mother pus buckets over here though, unfortunately. I think it's just in Idaho.
Franchise hasn't made
Yeah.
that far yet.
Oh shit. No fucking way. How's that way?
Yeah, I think Mother Bus Buckets Donuts is probably a creation of what's his face, the guy who was in Ghostbusters, Bill Murray.
Yeah. Or was it him? That's it.
Yeah, he's the one that said Mother Bus Buckets.
My sight was going for the helicopter, but it still hit ace somehow. That's pretty good.
I think Bill Murray should just buy the Cubs already since he loves them so fucking much.
Well, yeah, they won a World Series now. They're hot.
The guy he was in
I
every game though, like every single Cubs game. That was it.
got gas canned into the water. Great.
Is that Mikey's doing?
I don't know who did it, but
Kirsten Taylor?
yeah.
That was fun watching that radical.
It didn't hit.
Yeah, just missed it.
It was a super radical up until then.
Am I really by myself? Fuck, I am.
Oh, yeah, Mikey and Mosh are out. You're it.
Ken, I need to pull three of your teams back.
They had the team
Not gonna
confusion.
happen. I already got full red and knocked off.
Yeah, I blame the government for that. I'd go as far as to say I blame Hillary Clinton, but then she can't even slip breeze knocks her down.
What does everyone think of the
She's looking like Emperor Palpatine
Yeah,
nowadays.
I
All
did.
like
Yeah, she is.
old,
Did you see?
scary looking.
Yeah, she.
What does everyone think of the reaction to Trump winning? Like people are like, I see people
They're
crying.
rioting, they went and smashed his Hollywood
I think
star.
the supporters have the more appropriate reaction. It's like the people who really hate Trump are kind of losing their minds.
Ooh, she's close. Didn't think a Rika would actually end it for you.
Yeah. Well, this night sucked. I hope you play next Saturday.
I'm down to play next Saturday.
I can definitely play.
I don't see a
My
problem.
leftover turkey.
I don't believe Kill will play. I mean, judging by the past history of his holidays and how he takes off till Monday or
Yeah.
whatever the hell, so.
Maybe
But
I'll
if we can all
surprise you.
make it.
Yeah, usually I normally don't get Saturdays off, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I know on my job I definitely got a lot of days off.
That was kind of an interesting ending.
Build a wall.
Build the wall. Build the wall.
I'd build the wall and keep the clowns out, and I mean Ace too.
Yeah.
Keep these down. You know, it's too late. He's already got his own like little tribe there in I think North Carolina where they go in and lure kids into the forest and kill them or something. Like the clown killers.
Isn't Jaffe in California?
Yeah, I think he's in Southern
I hope
California.
California gets separated from the U.S. so we got I'm gonna
Um,
have Jaffe in my
yeah,
place.
I'm part. Yeah. That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
state. That's my state trying to go independent. Wonderful.
Guess you have to move to Arizona, even though they want to try and do
Well,
that
maybe it'll
stupid
just
stuff
turn into
here.
its own state. Like it'll be Southern California. You know how they have South Carolina, like North California, South California.
A separate country.
Well, no, it's more like a separate state. So
Well,
I'm thinking.
well, California speaking, where
Yeah,
you can
basically.
be any gender you want to be.
Yeah, it's like I'm anonymous. What are you? I don't know yet.
Trans Jaffe.
Chance Jaffe.
I identify as a non-binary, trans, Jaffe, whatever. There's a whole list of genders and shit. You can say you're a toaster and shit nowadays.
Yeah, I'm a toaster. I'm a goat. I'm a gorilla.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you see, those aren't genders. Those are like an appliance and two animals. Don't care. It's still a gender, damn it.
Then you have David Jaffe saying he's a Jaffe.
I was like, yeah, well, in that case, we gotta steer clear away from that.
Technically, he is a Jaffe though. Last name.
Well, yeah, it's true. He's a Jaffe. He's his own explicit type of creature.
Usually comes out at night.
Yeah, goes out near the Dunkin' Donuts in your area, tries to get himself a few hookers, and then I guess they'd reject him because he's not even in the same gender area and all.
Pay. Well, he would pay them with like copies of TMX.
Yeah, it's like, I'll tell you what, I want some head, 3 copies of just an little X for you if you do it.
There were a few TMA members he promised to give copies to and never did.
And then, of course, the hookers would say, screw you. It's like, oh, I'm not going to stay in this toxic environment any longer. I'm leaving.
He's like, I'm gonna go to my safe space.
That's right. He'll do that.
I think with all the dumb tweets he's made, that he'd be a Trump supporter. Instead, he's on Twitter.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's a Clinton supporter.
He's like making tweets out to like at Donald Trump or whatever, and like he's not gonna read your tweets,
I didn't really care for both of them, but I'd rather have Trump win than he did. So.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's what Jaffe didn't want, so therefore it's a good thing.
Jaffe wanted.
Did Jaffe? Well, Jaffe probably like Hillary. Hillary does like schemy shit, so I mean.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
that's Jaffe's girl right there.
No, I don't know if good old Bill Clinton would like that.
He may.
Yeah, I
We
guess.
saw the Bill Clinton thing on South Park. That was pretty good with him and Bill
Now I
Cosby.
got no more use for you. You can have it, Jaffe.
I haven't watched the new South Park in a while, actually.
This new season's really funny.
I actually didn't finish last season either. I watched like 2 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty good that last season.
I need to catch up. I finished I actually finished Game of Thrones recently.
Finally, huh?
Yep.
So
It's
you
quite
got
good.
past what's his face getting poisoned and all that.
Hmm?
Yeah, what's his face, King Jeffrey or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Joe.
The little shit.
Little shithead.
Yeah, the little shit.
Wait,
Yeah, nobody likes him. I just know that back when I guess that one dude got his hand cut off, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, he freaking deserved it and all that shit. So,
Oh yeah, Jamie.
yep.
Gotta send me.
Oh no, because he was a dick, he crippled a kid.
Yeah,
he
I
had all kinds of
started
other stuff.
liking him later. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, I
like,
like him now a little bit
Yeah.
more. I mean, you got to be humbled so
First
not
I
to get
didn't
him
like-
off that peak.
I still don't like his sister though.
Yeah, his sister's, I bet she's pretty
Okay.
close to dying. I'm certain that it might happen this next season because that
Hopefully.
woman gets shapeshift and she's pretty close by.
Oh yeah, the red woman.
Or
He
whatever you call her.
stares into the fire and sees Jaffe like selling TMX.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, what a terrible vision. That's when Jamie pulls out and says, okay, it's time to get the hell out of the kingdom.
I can't wait till someone does like remember like honest reviews on YouTube. Like someone does an honest review for Drawn to Death. It'd be pretty funny.
Oh. Wasn't there like a Twisted Metal one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Then they take
Yeah, I think someone posted
take
it
good jabs
on
at it.
TMA.
Right,
Yeah.
that was one. Yeah, I'd like to see that again though.
That'd be pretty
I
funny
don't think
if
I
they
watched it,
compared
but I think I saw the link somewhere.
if I compared to the ET, the extraterrestrial game for the Atari, it's like that game is better than Drawn to Death. Stuff, and that had a bunch of copies in landfills over New Mexico.
I don't think it's gonna get a physical, release.
Yeah.
So it's like downloadable content, kind of like, okay, let's go ahead and unlock Chun-Li's new costume in Twisted Metal 5, or Street Fighter 5, whatever. I'm sorry. It'd be kind of cool if she was in Twisted Metal, but yeah.
There should be a car combat Street Fighter game. That would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it would be interesting. So here we have Guile and the Sonic Boom Tank.
But they'd have to make it kind of cartoony, like this Puzzle Fighter, a Puzzle Street Fighter thing.
Oh, yeah. That would be very weird.
I mean, Mortal Kombat had a kart racing thing in one of the games on PS2,
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I played that years ago.
and it had online too, which I thought was great. I mean,
I still remember there
it
was
was
like
like playing Mario Kart.
is there a character actually called Baracho? I remember that
Yeah.
actually being yeah.
Well, Rachel.
Yeah, he's actually that's
But it's like
Spanish for
it's
drunk.
like the Spanish word borracho.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
drunk basically translated in Spanish.
But they made it like a Chinese name.
Yeah, they made it Chinese looking, right? I saw
That's pretty.
one,
And he's a drunken master. Like if you've seen the movie with Jackie Chan when he was.
oh yeah,
younger.
he like drinks a lot of scotch or whatever, whiskey.
Yeah.
He's like fighting all crazy and crap.
I definitely think of that movie. I can't think of any other drunken fighting kind of style movies.
But I don't know. Did they have another character that was a drunken guy in a video game? I think they did.
I can only think of Bo Raicho from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's all
I
I
was
can.
there was like one in Tekken or something like that. I thought there was anyway.
They added Baracho in the last game, Mortal Kombat X or XL.
Oh, I remember he was in Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, he was a PS2 era guy.
Yeah, and I just remember there'd be like a zombie Liu Kang or something like that.
Yeah, that's when Liu Kang died, and they sort of brought him back. Because like nobody really stays dead in Mortal Kombat. They all just become like NetherRealm.
Well, I did remember that Shang Tsung's face was like, priceless when he saw the dead Liu Kang coming back. It was like, oh my god.
I always preferred the old looking Shang Tsung. I thought that was a cool design.
Yeah, I remember the old one. I think he looked cool too. He actually
Yeah,
reminded me of
he
the
looked
one
real
from-
creepy, like Nosferatu.
Do you remember watching Big Trouble in Little China a long time ago?
Oh yeah, that's where
Yeah,
I
he
got
reminds me of that
yeah.
Chinese guy with black magic.
Oh, right.
That's basically what he reminds me of.
And then there's a character like Raiden in there too, right?
Yep, exactly. Hey, you know what? I think you might rip that game off and
Yeah.
put it in there, for
And Kano's obviously a Terminator. There's a
Yeah.
Terminator.
definitely a Terminator base.
Yep.
Johnny Cage, I guess, is he like a Bruce Lee character basically?
So, I don't think so. I mean, he was
It's like
American
the-
though.
Be like a lame
Jean-Claude
version of Bruce Lee.
Van Damme, maybe? I don't know.
I think the others are like kind of original, creations.
Yeah, Sonya seems pretty original. Baraka, the whole half human, half demon thing. I guess that's been done before, but they did it pretty cool.
Yeah. And then of course,
Goro, the four-armed.
he's
Sure.
like part
Whatever.
human, part dragon. Is that what he is, or something like that?
Yeah, I guess so. Is that what? He's part dragon? I don't know.
I think you remember him. I remember a friend of mine saying he was half dragon or something like that. Some other thing.
That's a good explanation. Like part dragon, part human. Sure.
Yeah, I never got around to playing that cat version of Goro or whatever you said his name was.
Kintaro.
Yeah, Kintaro. I just know of them, and that's about it.
He was the second to last fighter in Mortal Kombat 2, if you ever played it. Right before Shao Kahn. You
Oh,
were
yeah.
fighting- I guess you might have just saw him as Goro. Because
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much as Goro.
Yeah, basically. And I just remember him and the Centaur had problems with
But
trying
then
to.
they had the female Goro Shiva. You remember
Yeah,
that?
it's like three versions
So,
of the Goro in there.
yeah, just like the four-armed species there. But there's only been what, one reptile.
Oh yeah, reptile, but he's like, there's like a bunch of him. You only need like one
I kind of
representative.
liked it better when reptile. It looked like he looked human, but then he kind of just was wearing the skin of a human to make himself look that way. And then he kind of ripped his face off, and you'd see his true form. I thought that was pretty cool. Like there was like an element of horror there.
Yeah,
You know,
basically.
the reveal. Same with Melina when she looked like the sexy ninja, and then she
Yeah,
removes the mask and
had
she
the
looks like
Baraka
Baraka.
teeth and crap. Yeah,
Because she's also like a half demon as well.
yeah. I forgot what they did with her. I don't think they have females in that actual species for Mortal Kombat, whatever Baraka is.
Yeah, I think all the Tarkatan warriors were pretty much male. Though
Yeah,
there might have been females. It could have been a culture like the way Predator, the Predator sci-fi movie.
I don't remember seeing a woman predator ever.
Yeah, they exist, but they've never been shown in a movie that I know of.
Well, I
But
mean, it kind of makes sense though. I mean, if you think about it, all the guys are the hunters, and well, the predator men are like the ones getting for trophies, and then the women are probably kept there to, wean the young and all that sort of thing, like what women did back in the
yeah,
day.
I guess similar to that, except apparently the female predators are also pretty much like in a way tougher than the male ones, except their role isn't really to do the hunting,
Yeah, exactly. It's the
unless
men who
they,
do
I
that.
guess, decided to go against culture.
Exactly. I mean, and where you have the female aliens, they're like the opposite. Where females are actually the aggressors, and the males all they are is they come out of eggs and they implant the embryo inside of a person.
That was a weird concept, the queen alien, because then you have to assume that all the other drones are male, and then
Well,
I
actually, I
don't
think they're
know.
all
It's a little
female.
confusing because they don't have any organs of sexual organs. They just kind of
Yeah, I'm thinking they're all female though,
they don't do
because
anything sexual.
yeah, I think that's what it is. Like the male ones are those spider-looking ones.
Yeah, the face huggers are probably the
Yeah, they're the
closest
males.
yeah, the whole like face hugging thing is pretty
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah, it
I
is pretty nasty, definitely.
thought it was
Like
terrifying in Prometheus. If you remember what happens in the end of that,
I can't remember
there was a
exactly.
giant face hugger basically that latches onto the engineer.
Oh yeah, I think I remember it very toward the end.
Just a giant face hugger with a bunch of little tentacles and some creepy shit.
Yeah,
Completely
is that
end.
the one where I think like in the boat, like one gets his face melted off, I think, and the other one gets that one in his
Right,
face.
right into his throat. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
nasty.
think I remember that part.
That movie had some pretty nasty scenes. I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't much of a horror, but it definitely had some parts that kind of
it
stood
was
out.
more like live action. I have to say, it's not so much horror or suspense.
It was like a straight up sci-fi, but those moments of terror were pretty good.
Yeah, definitely straight up sci-fi for that one.
Like the way people died in that movie, it's like I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Well, I mean, I know for a fact if I had to choose between, dying from a male embryo, aliens getting me in the face, or like getting ripped apart by the queen, I'd probably get ripped up by the queen every time. 'Cause that's just nasty.
Yeah, the face hugger thing, and then having to wait for it to rip out of your chest. That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
That's
it
like
is. Just
that.
plain nastiness.
And then the acid thing too. Jeez.
Well, the acid, yeah, they bleed. They actually, have acid running through their body.
At least with the predator, and predator just kills people quick.
I'm gonna
Like
Yeah,
with
go.
that's
this
true.
suffering or anything, it just blows your head off. And
Um, I'll be around to play next Saturday if we're all ready to play. If we have 6 people, that is. But yeah,
Yeah,
all
I,
right.
mean, I know. Well, we'll see what happens. I know this
yeah.
kill's gonna be.
I'll keep in contact.
Yeah.
Alright.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, you the same,
Yeah.
guys.
See you guys Saturday.
Yep.
Later.
Bye.